welcome back to another episode of Headlines and Punchlines. All right, I'm your host, Kevin. Co-host Mike is right next to me. Hello, Michael.
Good morning, Kevin.
What's on the docket today, bud?
Well, we got a lot of things going on, but we got to give our audience an update on the famous poll that we did. Now, we did a poll last week on whether or not it's acceptable on when and if you should even take a poop in front of your spouse. The results are in, and the Romans won versus the Barbarians.
Yeah, let's go.
It's
dude.
a solid 7 people voted. You never poop with the door open in front of your spouse. So that's a win
decorum.
for you. For
this
sure.
is a win for decorum.
No, it is.
I would like to think manners. I would like to think, 2,000 years of advanced civilization.
But I think I kind of fucked myself because on the options to do it, the first one was never poop with the door open, the Romans, okay, and then the next one was always do it, okay, with the door open, the Barbarians, and then the next one was it depends. Well, we had 5 people who were Barbarians and 2 people who were depends. So if I would have took that out of there, it'd be interesting to see how it fell.
I say next time when we do a poll, it's just got to be a binary, dude. Thumbs up, thumbs down. That way we need to know, because now all the fucking barbarians are like, it was bullshit. Those 2 people would have voted for us, and then fucking, if it depends, that means you're on the fence. Dude, take your fucking loss like a man and just shut the fuck up, all right? We won.
That's funny.
We won, dude.
No, I mean, it's definitely a win for civilization as a whole in your mind. But again, I think it's personal preference, personal preference. But we're going to do a mega pint show today. We're going to cut it up into two parts. You'll obviously be hearing this one on Monday on what is it?
7th.
April 7th.
And
the
6th. I'm sorry.
Okay, the 6th. And then we will have the next one the following week on that Monday. I'll have it post-released because Kevin and I got to take care of a couple of things next Monday, in particular myself. So we're going to do a mega pint show. Do you know where that mega pint comes from? That saying,
no,
Kevin? Remember in the lawsuit with Johnny Depp, and the lawyer was making fun of him drinking that big giant cup of wine. Remember, and he's like, do you normally would you consider that a glass of wine? And he said, no, I would consider that a mega pint, which is really funny. So we're gonna call this the Mega Pint Show. We're gonna cut it into 2 parts.
The only thing I remember from that trial is she took a grumpy on the bed. He called taking a shit, taking a grumpy.
You know what, dude? Look, I don't want to get deep into it. I'm a married man, but you know what? She can grumpy.
Where would that rank on the poll?
Grumpy.
When's it okay for your crazy bitch girlfriend to shit on the bed, dude?
That was his wife.
What
wasn't his girlfriend? Dude, she put the time in.
I besmirched a bed shitter. My bad.
Okay. Either way, you know what? She can shit in my bed anytime she'd like. Okay, so just throwing
put
it
up
out
the
there.
poll.
Okay, so
when could
no,
this
I'm not
crazy
putting up the
bitch
poll. I'm not
shit
putting up
on
the
your
poll.
bed?
No, I'm not.
You would
putting
lose
up the
like
poll.
13 to 1. You'd be the only voter for.
Well,
it's
again,
okay.
that girl's dangerous. Okay, because she was with Johnny for a long time, and they broke up and all that. So but anyway, So we got a couple of stories we're going to cover on the first part. First part is, Kevin, you're not going to believe this, dude. The prices are going up everywhere across the board. And this one here has just come out. We're getting everyone ready for it. Kevin, I got to ask, out of all the streaming services that you do have, because I have about 5, I think you got about like 3 or 4. What is your favorite one, do you think?
Well, my go-to is always Netflix. That's number one. It's funny. Sometimes looking for something to watch, I start with Netflix. Okay, I check all that shit. Maybe keep your hand on.
Oh, sorry. We had technical difficulties. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I go to Netflix first. Fucking fuck around with that. Usually they get their algorithm, which I like. It's funny, these algorithms. It's like you. It's no wonder you like it so much, because it's you, dumbass.
Right.
It's all the shit you thumbs up.
Anytime a shitty World War II documentary comes out, it goes right to my page.
Boom,
no matter how
top
good
of the
it is,
page.
how old it is. Yeah,
top of the
so
page,
funny.
blood, gore.
It's so funny.
You go to April's page, it's all Korean boys,
K-pop.
shaved bodies. They look
actually,
like boys.
you know what? Emily and I just started watching Love on the Spectrum. Great show, man. I love that show.
Okay.
Because it's so unique, the dating that goes on that. It's
interesting.
Such a good show. But yeah, so all right, so that's your go-to.
Go-to is Netflix.
That's your
go-to.
Sure. So unfortunately, we got a price increase coming. Can you believe it? So
It's like a yearly thing with
yeah.
these fucking pricks,
Yeah,
dude.
I
Like,
know.
how much more? Like, it's just affected by gas prices too. I mean, like, I love any excuse to jack up prices. As if it's not fucking bad enough out there. You're not getting squeezed
Right,
on like
right, totally.
every fucking direction.
Yeah.
And you get these assholes. Oh, actually, we could use another dollar per
Actually,
person.
you know what? I'm gonna cut you off.
Go
Sorry,
for it.
dude. So my wife didn't want to cook. I didn't want to cook on Saturday, right? Okay, now this is how old I am. Okay, back in the day when it was just me and my girlfriend living in my 1-bedroom apartment, we could get in and out of Taco Bell for $15, dude. No problem. $15.
Oh, yeah.
No hassle, no bubbles, no troubles, and we had food left over. Okay, for the $15. Okay,
Mhm.
I went Saturday to Taco Bell. Okay, now I got my wife and the 2 kids something because I chose not to get anything once I heard the total. Okay, so 3 meals, Taco Bell. How much do you think it was?
You didn't get it, so just 3 meals.
Just 3 meals. Yep, 3 meals.
I mean, probably almost $10 a pop. I would say $30.
$37.98, dude. It was like
for Taco
it was
Bell?
like soul crushing to me. I was like, oh my god, and again, back in the day
That's
when
crazy.
gas went over to hit over $1 a gallon, I remember my father going, "Oh, we're gonna be seeing a lot of bikes around here because people aren't gonna pay over $1 a gallon for gas," and now I feel like I'm my dad because I'm like in total sticker shock in the drive-through, thinking like, "Oh my God, where have we gone wrong as a society here?" And dude, I couldn't believe it. I was like in shock. I actually like had her read the order back to me because I thought maybe she put
Right.
4 orders or something in there. No, she didn't. It was everything I ordered. That's just the price it was. I was like, "Oh my God."
I get depressed sometimes. I on like Reddit, I follow this like subreddit. I think it's called like 90s nostalgia, and sometimes they'll put up like the McDonald's menu from like
Oh,
1999,
man.
and you're like,
Oh,
where value
dude.
meals were like
$3.
$3.50 for in a large size, $4.
And people bitch back then, dude.
Bitch back then.
that is pretty. Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
You know what? The more time goes on, Oliver Anthony fucking nailed it. Your dollar ain't shit, and
Yeah,
it's taxed to no
yeah.
end, dude.
Yeah, dude, he's right. No, he speaks for me as far as that goes. No
Yeah.
doubt about that. He hit the nail right on the head. That's still one of my. I'm gonna put that in my top 20 favorite songs, probably.
It's pretty good.
Because
I love it.
I've never had a song hit me like that. Where I'm
Oh.
like, yeah, he's right, man. No, he's
Well,
he's
not
right.
only that, I just love it because it's a hillbilly in the woods with a guitar. I mean, it's so fucking
Right.
stripped down, dude.
Right.
Like it's
It's a raw emotion. You
very
don't get that in
raw.
music
His
anymore.
voice is awesome.
No,
the
you don't
song,
get that anymore.
it's beautiful song, and yeah, the lyrics, he fucking nailed
Yeah.
it, dude.
Yep. So, but we got a price hike coming to Netflix, and we're gonna cover here real quick. Here we
Okay.
go.
6:20 right now. Netflix is once again raising prices for all of its streaming plans. The ad-supported plan will now cost $8.99 a month.
Do we know anybody who has the ad-supported plan?
No, fuck ads, dude. No,
Yeah,
not
I don't
this
either.
guy.
Yeah, I'll pay the extra for the
Yeah.
fucking thing. Oh, by the way, you can't get 4K service unless you buy the extreme plan. Just throwing it out there.
You know what, Mike? I gotta tell you, that's like getting these undercoating on your fucking car. No, fuck that. I just get the whatever, like the HD. I just need HD. I don't need fucking 4K, fucking go blow your mom fucking package. You want to know why? Not everything comes in that resolution, first of all. So it's not like every show you watch will be in crystal clear 4K. It's only if it's produced in that, which is apparently is expensive as fuck.
Yeah,
to
well,
make shit in
yeah,
that.
but again, you're saying you wouldn't do the undercoating. You live around here, dude. If you don't do the undercoating on your car, you're gonna get some fucking major rust spots here.
Well, I'm
dude.
just saying, like, whatever, like, upsell, that's just like a famous one,
Right,
but whatever
right,
the fuck.
right,
I mean,
right.
I'm just saying, like, I know you do like the 4K.
I do,
which
I do. And 4 streams, because in this house you have to have it, because
Well,
everybody's fucking watching something in here.
Yeah, but
Everybody.
I think just the HD is fine. Like, I've never known. I for 1 month I went up to the 4K. I'm like, let's see what Mike's talking about, and then I noticed like not everything's in that 4K resolution.
Well, and it also depends on how it was shot. You're right. It also depends how it was shot,
Yeah.
when it was shot.
It doesn't upscale shit to 4K.
No.
And then I got to thinking
No.
like, I don't know, dude. This HD kind of it looks like I'm looking out a window already. Like how much more fucking.
Yeah, right,
Oh, I
yeah,
can see
right.
his nose hairs in this
Yeah,
4K
right.
fucking. Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Whatever.
No, good point. Good point. But I still like having it just for the extra streams. So
I think I get 4 streams on mine.
I think you got 2. I think you get 2 on yours. You have the boys log in at the same time and see who gets kicked off first. There
We'll
we go.
see. Pull it up.
That's a $1 increase. The standard plan is going up $2 to $19.99 a month. The premium plan will also rise by $2 and will now cost $26.99 a month.
God damn,
$26.99, dude. Damn, man.
You can fucking suck me to the base,
They
dude.
got
No
me, dude.
way.
Yeah, they got me, dude.
Mike, you gotta get out of that, dude. That's crazy.
Well, yours is $19.99, so for $7 I get 2 more streams, and I get also. I don't know. You know what? Maybe the live shit is for me and you, but I don't think the ad-supported one you get any of the live streams. You know, like the live sporting events and shit. Yeah, the fake boxing and shit. Yeah, I don't know. But damn, dude, $26.99.
Motherfuckers,
Shit.
man.
It was $9.99 when it started, dude.
You guys, they've forgotten their roots. You used to mail DVDs in the mail.
Oh,
you
the
piece
good old
of
days.
shit.
Yeah, no, not
They're
anymore,
gonna
dude.
bend us over and fuck us.
Yeah, pretty much. No lube either.
No lube.
$26.99. Damn.
Fuck them.
The higher prices are now in effect for new members. Netflix says existing members will be notified in the coming weeks.
Yeah, right to your fucking spam folder.
You know
you
what?
won't even know about it until it's too late.
Exactly.
Wow.
Fucking bullshit, dude.
Everything goes up but your wages, dude.
Everything goes up, dude. Here's the argument. Well, you don't need Netflix. Okay, that's actually a good argument. Okay, fine. But to me, unless you're like 85 and you have like cable, Netflix is one of the must-haves. You gotta have Netflix. Dude.
Well, again, the all-in package is still about $300 for cable, okay, and that's every channel they have and all that shit. $300 a month. Not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to pay that, so I'm paying $69 for the internet, and I have my bring your own device. So
if you start adding these up, though, Mike, I mean, we're not too far away, probably.
I don't want to know.
$30 a month, Netflix. $12 a month for Paramount.
Don't remind me.
You know you got fucking Disney Plus. You're a fucking Disney family.
Well, Hulu has ABC.
What's
stuff
that?
As well.
Is that $70 a month? How much is that a month?
No, I think it's like I think I pay like $25. I think for that.
Just saying, start adding it up, dude. Like that 300. I mean,
don't remind me. Okay,
you're not there.
Don't remind me. I don't want to know. Okay, I don't want to know. I want to just lie to myself, bullshit myself like I'm getting a deal. Okay, I'd rather lie to myself than admit that I'm getting fucked by these guys.
One thing I hate about Netflix is, I want to say every other streaming service, they offer like a monthly option and then a yearly option. You
Not
save
Netflix.
a couple bucks.
No.
They're
you ain't
such
no
fucking
discount,
cocksuckers, dude. No, dude. No discount for
no
you.
Discount. Yeah, I know you're right.
And we'll fucking jack your price up every year. Have a good day. They don't even tell you have a good day. They just fucking take your money.
No. Again, you're going to get a spam email.
Yeah.
Hey, in order to cover the cost of our operating costs and additional programming, we're going to raise your rates and shit.
And we're just going to pay it because it's like fucking good. Fuck you, pay me.
Yep, no, that's true. No, that is true.
Bullshit.
That is true. Okay, so last week we talked about this lawsuit. Now there were 2, New Mexico, you were right, Kevin, and California. Okay, there were 2 landmark cases against Meta and YouTube, and they allege, like they target children and things like that. And we're going to get into that debate here in a few minutes. But so the jury came back with a verdict against Meta and YouTube. And if you're not familiar with that, Meta is Facebook and Instagram, and YouTube is Google.
I think these both get overruled though at the higher court.
I don't know.
Precedent.
Yeah, I don't know. There's
that
title. What title is that? I can't remember what it is.
Section 230.
Right, Section 230. Right. Well, it could go to Supreme Court. It probably will because they've consistently lost every case that they've had on this. So, and Mark Zuckerberg has been at a lot of these things, which I'm really surprised that he even shows up to these things.
Yeah.
But I think he's
so
stuck in the middle.
The argument is that they made their app so addictive that the girl couldn't quit it and it fucked her up. You know what? That's capitalism. That's their job, dude. They make shit more addictive. Where were the parents at? I think the one girl in California, she started getting on these apps when she was like 8. She was like under 10 years old. Dude, that's on I'm not blaming Mark Zuckerberg when I failed as a parent. That's crazy.
I think it goes back to personal responsibility,
of course.
But let's listen to the story and then we can get into that here in a second.
All right, we have breaking news for you. A jury in California has just found tech giants Meta and YouTube liable in a landmark social media addiction trial. That case centered around a lawsuit accusing both Meta and YouTube of using addictive practices that hurt minors. Let's bring in our Elizabeth Schulze and also.
Yeah. So kind of goes back to that McDonald's lawsuit.
The hot
remember?
coffee.
I'm suing them because I'm fat.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Kind of goes back to that.
Legal contributor Bernarda Villalona with more. Elizabeth, let's start with you. Let's just break down the verdict as we're getting this in real time.
Yeah, Kira, a major verdict here for these two tech giants. Both Meta and YouTube were found negligent in this landmark trial.
Now, what's the difference between negligent and guilty?
That's a good question. Any legal eagles out there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chime in. I have no clue.
I'm just going to read you what I've gotten from the plaintiff's attorneys. They say that the jury found both companies liable for negligence and failure to warn, saying that these companies did design their apps to be addictive for young kids.
But now I don't know if there's a law against it being addictive. Like,
No.
so I guess my question is did they violate any laws?
Listen, this isn't like I've heard analogies like this is like the big tobacco, but putting Joe Camel on the fucking. Now that was fucked up, dude. You put cartoon characters and had commercials targeted towards
Right.
kids to smoke cigarettes.
Right.
This is okay. We're in a different world. Are you equating online use as negative health shit as like tobacco use? Okay, there could be an argument there, but that's what these are just going to get overturned. That's a terrible precedent to set because I'm pretty sure in their terms of service, you have to be like 13 to even get a thing. So either she lied when she set it up. Okay, you can say, what's the difference? 13 and 8. Well, okay, but you got to set the line somewhere. And I think she was under the fucking line. So I'm going to go to I'm going to the parents. It's on them.
Well, I don't know if this is post controls for kids or not. I don't know about that. That'd be interesting to find out.
Touche.
The jury awarded damages in the amount of $3 million and also found that punitive damages are warranted. They will now be moving on to the next phase of that, which will be determining what those damages are. This is a big loss, Kira.
I wonder how those numbers are set. Now, I don't know if this case is the case where the little girl killed herself. I don't know if that is the case. I think it is, but I'm not 100% sure. I wish they would delve a little deeper into this lawsuit here in this clip. I don't know who the asshole was that pulled this clip. What a loser, that guy.
Someone should kick his ass.
Yeah, I think so.
And light him up in
should
the
be
chats.
fired. I should walk his ass out.
For both Meta and for YouTube, which had argued against these claims in court that they had designed their apps to harm young users, be addictive for young users. At the center of this.
Well, okay, it's not just young users though, right? You and I have talked about this, okay? So like me and you'll be talking on the phone and we'll mention like boating, right? And then all of a sudden a couple days later, right, there'll be a thing scrolling on my Facebook, which you don't have Facebook. And it'll be like, we got a deal on a brand new boat over at Bass Pro Shops and it's available for this amount of finance. So, obviously they're monitoring and they know what you're watching or viewing or whatever. The question goes back to how illegal is that? Because they're not tapping your well, I guess they kind of are, but you've consented to it in your terms of use.
Right.
By the way, side note, and I've seen this, Kevin, you don't know about this, so just give me a second.
Yep.
This is going out to all our listeners here. I've been seeing more and more posts on Facebook that says, it really worked. I changed my screen and attention. I do not allow Facebook to use any of my pictures or any of my... Guys, listen, okay? That's a bullshit post. That's a fake news post, okay? Please stop reposting it. When you sign up for the terms of service, they have access to all your shit, all your contacts, all your photos, all your videos, all that. So if you're posting on Facebook, they can use it whenever they want. And it doesn't change some shit just because you've decided to post it. You don't want your shit posted. It's too late. That's not how it works, okay? And I don't know why people fall for that shit. I see it all the time, and it's always older people that do it. I don't see a lot of young people doing it, okay? So for all you older folks, this is not the fucking Bell telephone company here. This is Facebook. They're going to use what they want when they want to do it. And Kevin, what is your saying when something is free on the internet?
Oh, I was going to say, when you're doing any online service, any app, anything, if it's free, you're the product, dude. They're selling you your information.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago. Yeah, no,
nothing is free. There's no free lunch in this world.
No, and data is
gold.
It's gold, no doubt.
It's fucking gold.
Totally gold. But yeah, so and again, anyone listening to this podcast, you see some shit like that on Facebook when you're scrolling, about it really worked. The terms of service have changed. No, terms of service have not changed. That is fake news, and someone is falling for it, and they're reposting it. Please don't repost this shit, okay?
And listen, I don't think that makes these companies evil. I think that's if you say, okay, give me the free version, but I'm the product, or let me pay $3 a month and you don't get any of my shit. Okay, maybe you could argue there should be a choice, but you enter into this of your own free will.
Right.
So I'm not even shitting on them. I acknowledge, there's apps I use. I know I'm the product. Okay, fine. And I got to be honest, sometimes it is nice. I got to be honest. Like you sit there talking about like fucking, I need a whatever, a new car. Then the thing pops up. Oh my God, they're offering 15 grand off this new car.
Right.
It's like, it's to quote Kamala Harris, there's a duality there. On one hand, it's creepy that you have that information and you're marketing me. But on the other hand, it's pretty cool because that's what I was looking for. And you're giving me a deal.
Right.
So I come down somewhere in the middle. I'm not going to beat these companies up for using me when I know that's what's going on. We're just trying to let you guys be informed.
Right. And maybe next week we'll do like a deeper dive into it. I think there's been like a 60 Minutes coverage of this, maybe a Dateline coverage of this shit. I don't know what this little girl's story was. Now, I do know on one of the 60 Minutes ones, there was a girl with an eating disorder that got an eating disorder from consuming what she saw on Instagram because she Googled or she on Instagram looked up skinny dresses or something like that. And then all of a sudden her algorithm changed where, hey, we've got to show her pictures of skinny people. Now, I'm not going to get into the argument about, her, falling for it or whatever you want to say. But
I mean, I would imagine without knowing anything about that story, like, was she bullied at school? Like, was she forced into that?
I don't know. I think she may have already had anorexia maybe. And then I think she never told anyone like she was.
Because I mean, girls are fucking ruthless. I know boys get a lot of flack for being, but boys will physically beat you up.
Right.
Girls will mentally fucking fat bitch pick.
Well,
they're evil, dude.
And on this one, I think she was flipping too. So, do you know what flipping is?
No, what's that?
Well, it's where you eat your food and you throw it up
immediately
afterward. I think it was a tragic story. It was messed up. So the question,
got a cute name though. Flipping.
Yeah, flipping. Well, yeah.
Sounds like you're outside. You're on the jungle gym. You're playing.
Flipping. Well, I guess my question is, what was the parameters? What was the story with that, and what does it mean for use on these kind of platforms? What does it, what does it mean for, when people use something like that and something like that happens, what happens to the family? What happens to people who, are using their services? And what does it mean for all of us, as it monitors people and what they're doing? So here, let me continue here.
All right, we have breaking news.
Hold on, it switched up. Hold on. We gotta
Fuck.
go back down. Damn it.
We are having some technical
What I've
difficulties.
gotten from the plaintiff's attorneys, they say that the jury found both companies liable for negligence and failure to warn, saying that these companies did design their apps to be addictive for young kids. The jury awarded damages.
But
See,
hold
that's
on.
not true.
It's not just young kids.
It's not just
though.
young kids. They designed it to be addictive.
Yeah, exactly.
That's their fucking job, dude.
I don't get that. I don't understand.
That's why. It's the bullshit ruling. Of course, it came out of California.
Right.
It's that's why people hate lawyers, dude.
Well, it's addictive in general. It shouldn't just be just for.
Yeah, it's addictive. Well, in this particular case, though, it was about a
Right.
little girl. Okay,
Right.
fine. But that's why people hate lawyers, dude. They sue you over the stupidest shit. Oh, I made my product fucking addictive, so you keep coming back? Yeah.
Well, okay,
That's what I
but
do.
hold on. Well, what if there's no warning on there? For real, I mean, I'm not even being funny. What if there's no warning?
Well, there is no warning.
on
We're
it?
extremely addictive. You will be back.
Right. Well,
You're the product.
Well, again, I think that goes. Well, the New Mexico case, I think, was kind of the same thing. So I'm going to go back to when is a company supposed to tell you that what you're doing could be bad for you? Now, I don't know if I know there's been studies, but there's not been any laws that have said, hey, the end user needs to be informed on what their rights are, because everything changes from state to state. You know what I mean? So I don't understand in this particular ruling. Yeah, it's addictive. I'm not arguing that. But again, there's no rule saying they have to divulge that either. So
Okay, I hate that argument though, that because they're addictive, that's bad. So should we make Coca-Cola tastes like shit? I mean,
no, that's a good point.
Why do you drink Coke? Because
Yeah.
it tastes good.
No, well, I think there should be a Surgeon General warning on fucking Coke or on all soft drinks, quite frankly. But that's just
and
me.
honestly, if you're gonna do a drink, you gotta go with 0 sugar, dude. I mean, you can't even tell the difference. You can't even tell the difference. I'm telling you. Now, I don't know what the fuck's
you
in
turned
there.
me on to that, just so you know.
I don't know what's in there. Don't tell me. Maybe I developed ball cancer in like 30 years, but it tastes good.
It might be stevia. I don't know if it's stevia is a plant, so it can't be that bad.
Maybe,
So,
yeah.
so.
As long as it's not the aspartame, because I know that one is bad. But it doesn't taste like diet. It does not taste like diet.
Right.
Amount of $3 million, and also found that punitive damages are warranted. They will now be moving on to the next phase of that, which will be determining what those damages are. This is a big loss, Kira, for both Meta and for YouTube, which had argued
Now, I don't know how YouTube is addictive because, I mean, unless you're watching the shorts and shit on YouTube. I mean,
well, I think it's the people shit on like the endless scroll. On,
oh,
like,
the
shorts.
doom, the scroll of doom, or some shit
dude,
they
the
call
doom
it.
scroll.
Right,
You can just
right.
keep going and go. But you know
Right.
what? Yes, I find myself, I'll be on that shit for like over an hour. Because
Yeah,
you're
right,
like,
right,
each one's
right.
like 30 seconds or a minute. You know, you get the
Right.
what? No way, guy.
Right,
Or the,
yeah.
you telling me for 40 years. Like, this is
What? No way. That guy's so good.
That guy's the
I
man,
love that
dude.
guy.
against these claims in court that they had designed their apps to harm young users, to be addictive for young.
Well, okay. Now, hold on now.
I hear how they keep saying
Yeah.
this.
Now,
for
again,
everyone.
you're going to have to prove to me that they intentionally meant harm.
Yeah.
See, I don't
No.
think that. Yeah. Are they addictive? Sure.
Of
No doubt.
course.
No doubt. No doubt.
But that's a product's job. A product's job is not to have someone use their service one time ever and then they're gone.
right.
You want to bring them back, whether
Right.
you're a product or a service.
Right.
In the product world, it's called designed obsolescence, unfortunately.
Right.
That's why your refrigerator takes a shit after 8 years and you got to buy a new one. When I have a fucking Amana in my garage, it's got to be 30 years old. Never do shit. You do maintenance on a. I don't do shit. It collects dust and it keeps my shit cold.
Keeps running, dude.
Still going. Still going. My buddy Dan, he's got his family. He's got a fucking chest freezer older than he is.
Wow.
They got it. He's like 57, 58. They got it the week before he was fucking born, dude.
Wow. Now
That's a bad business model,
Yeah,
though.
no, yeah, right. Yeah, right.
That's a
right,
bad
right.
business model.
Oh, that's why we can't make a car over 100, last over 100,000 fucking miles anymore without having to replace an engine and shit in
Yeah.
it. So,
Users. At the center of this case is a now 20-year-old woman named Kaylee, who said that she basically got hooked on these apps as young as age 6. She was using.
Okay,
them
well,
for
stop
hours.
it. Stop it.
Okay.
Age fucking 6? That's what I'm talking about, dude. That's on the fucking parent. You're not even allowed to sign up at age 6. It asks you for age verification, so they had to lie. So that's fraud. This should be thrown out on that.
right.
Boom. Sorry, I
Right.
hit the fucking mic.
That's
thing.
all right.
Still-
Sounds like somebody's lawnmower's going off. That's pretty cool. Hold on. I want to do that here. I want to do that.
That was pretty neat.
Look at that. Oh, no, mine's not doing that. Sounds like we're in like a hallway in the
But no, if you start using that 6, why wasn't it thrown out then? Wait a minute, that's against the terms of service. You can't be 6 and use our platform. That's bullshit.
Well, yeah, because I don't think you can have a kid account either.
Well, you can't have an account. You could just like you watch it as a guest. But is the guest one going to be as addictive? Because I think every time you use that, it would just start fresh and
Right.
give you whatever shit they're pushing. That's bullshit. Age 6.
Age 6.
That's
yeah.
on the
and
fuck-
she's 20 now.
That's on
Damn.
the
So wait,
fucking
let's do the math. She was 6 at
14.
the time. 14 years ago, she
14
started
years.
watching that.
Yeah.
What was
That's not-
14 years ago? 26. 16.
2012.
So 12. Yeah, 12. Yeah, 12.
That's
Wow.
that's the parents. See, so because the parents suck, now we got to sue these companies.
Right.
And I'm not apologizing for these companies, but I'm saying you just know what they are. They're a service.
Right.
You can tell your kid
You're the product.
You're the
like you said.
product.
Yeah,
Exactly. Now,
you're the
obviously,
product.
a 6-year-old doesn't know that. I'm not blaming the little girl, but where the fuck were the parents? So she had a cell phone at 6 and was able to use this shit, or was she on
Yeah,
the
I
computer?
don't know.
She was
I don't know.
She's allowed to just be on the computer for hours at a
Well,
time.
again,
unwatched?
I'll have to do a deep dive and see what the deal is with this. We can come back to this and
Yeah,
find out what the
I love how we
specifics
blame
of the
companies for
case.
being bad parents, dude. That's awesome. That's the new world we're in. So if it's not Netflix sticking me in the ass, I get dumbass parents over there trying to blame the world for their fucking ineptitude.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Be better, dude. Sorry for the girl. It sucks, but
Be better, best, or
good,
how does
better,
it-
best. Good,
how-
better,
what is
best.
that? What's the new Bears thing?
Good, better, best.
Good, better. Okay, yeah.
Never let it rest.
Okay. there we
Until
go.
your good gets better and your better gets best.
Okay, good. Okay.
Bears
All
on 3. 1, 2, 3, Bears.
Bears. Okay.
Sorry.
a day, and that contributed to mental harm over the years. This is, for her lawyers, they say a big win for her. This really is seen as a bellwether
Don't celebrate.
case.
It's getting overturned.
So what's the? So I guess what's that going to do? This money going to do to replace her child?
Well, first
that
of all,
was stolen.
they ain't getting shit because if they already appealed, I guarantee it. She's never getting a dime, dude. This is getting tossed. I'm telling you, Mike.
No, it's certainly going to go in front of the Supreme Court. Whether
They won't even make it that far.
I don't know.
I think the court of appeals they should toss this out on a couple of reasons. The biggest, she's claiming damages starting when she was 6 years old. All you gotta do is show the fine print.
You know what? I'm gonna try to. I've got several lawyers that I know. I'm gonna ask to get one of them on here and see.
I'd be interested in their
what they'd
take
have to
because
say.
I'm just a dumbass truck driver. I don't, but to me that doesn't make sense. How you're gonna blame me for being addictive? Like, okay, then go. Like I said, go yell at McDonald's for being addictive. Go yell at fucking Coca-Cola for being. That's their fucking job.
By the way, you know what? I got to get over to McDonald's. The Shamrock Shake's about to go away. Fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah, I love the Shamrock Shake.
Okay, pro tip, dude. You get the Shamrock Shake, have them put some Oreo in there. Boom.
You know what, dude? I'm such a plain Jane guy when it comes to this. I'm pretty exotic with my food, but Shamrock Shake, dude, I just want the synthetic green shit in there.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all.
Give
I
me the
want,
leprechaun
okay?
cum, dude. I need it.
Yeah, this guy, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. He would be appalled that I was going to eat.
Yeah,
that
don't
shit, but
give me a list of ingredients. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
And don't
what's
tell
in
me
it.
what's in the McRib either. I don't give a fuck.
Don't want to know.
Don't ruin this for me.
It could be grounded up leprechauns in that fucking
Don't
McRib.
care.
I don't care. Last year they had the McRib and the Shamrock Shake out at the same time.
Holy
and dude, it was like heaven, dude. It was like Christmas came early for me.
Heaven is a
know?
place
and then,
on earth, dude.
And then a couple years later, I had a heart attack. So I don't know. A couple months
We're
later, I had a
not
heart attack.
saying
So
causation
not saying it's
or
caused,
correlation, but
not saying it's one and the same.
they definitely
so.
correlated.
For thousands of others like it that take on big tech companies and their role in the social well-being of young children, we're going to wait to hear what we hear here now, Kira, from both Meta and YouTube based on this verdict that was just reached.
Well, like I said, someone's got to explain to me what the money payout's going to do for this woman. I mean,
Well, it's like that for any time you get money from anything. It's like the best is, well, it's not the best, but like when people are wrongfully incarcerated for like 30 years and then they get like $5 million,
right?
You can't buy your time back, dude. Like,
No.
It's cool. You'd rather
No.
have it than not. But as far as this goes, the girl's fucked apparently
Right,
in the head.
right,
So
right.
enjoy your $3 million that you're not going to get.
Speaking of which, have you seen that? We're going off topic here for a
It's
second.
okay. That's what we do.
Have you
dude.
seen that?
Trump calls it the weave. You weave. And as long as we get back to where we started, we're good.
The Martin Scorsese movie. Well, it's a remake. Have you seen Cape Fear?
Oh, yeah. I don't remember a lot about
so
it, though.
Good,
But
dude.
I did
so
see it.
good. And Robert De Niro
Played a good creep, dude.
Awesome, and especially when he was like telling Nick Nolte, I love Nick
Counselor.
Nolte. Counselor, but he was like, so let's think about this. You're gonna pay me $30,000, and I've been in jail for the last 12 years for something I didn't do. That turns out to about $2.50 a day. Yeah, dude, it was so. But Marty Scorsese made that a great movie, and then I found out because it's got Gregory Peck in it and Robert Mitchum in it and shit. I didn't realize they were the original good guy, bad guy in the original movie.
Oh.
I thought that was kind of cool. I'm like, okay.
Well, I
cool.
got to be honest. I didn't know Cape Fear was a remake until like not even that long ago.
Oh, okay.
I was like probably an adult when I realized that.
Yeah,
It's amazing how many movies are remakes that you don't even realize.
Right. Well, it was a damn good remake, though.
It was
man.
great.
Damn,
it was great.
good. So good. So good.
Right. And I mean, Bernarda, as an attorney, I mean, this is going to open up the floodgate now for more lawsuits, no doubt.
There'll probably be like probably a commercial on like Fox News or something like that. Were you on Instagram?
Exactly.
You may be entitled to compensation.
Were you fucked up because you like illegally opened an account on one of these apps? You might be entitled
Your
to money.
parents didn't pay attention what the fuck
Yeah,
they're
do you have
doing
shitty
online.
parents and you were fucking the computer raised you?
Look, dude, I'm guilty a little bit.
No,
of
listen.
this too. Sometimes.
I am too, but I know that though. I'm not gonna blame fucking
Right, yeah,
all
you're
these
not
companies
gonna-
for
right,
my
right,
failures as a
right.
parent. That's my point.
Well, you know, we got to put this on the docket too. We've got to cover the Roblox thing too. Fuck, I
What
got to
was
make
that
sure.
one?
They had a lawsuit come across them too, saying that they weren't protecting young kids from these predators and shit that were meeting up with them. Now,
okay.
I know they lost the lawsuit, but I don't know like what the specifics were. But both of our kids play that shit, and
I
we
know.
need to We need to be on
Well,
it.
and this we do tell our kids when you talk to someone you don't know, you don't tell them your address, you don't tell them where you live, you don't tell them any shit like that.
Never.
So, but that's on the parents, dude.
Right,
That's my whole point about this episode, about this story anyway. We can't blame companies because we suck as parents.
Right. No, that's true. No, that is true.
And again, I'm not saying I'm the best parent. Okay, I let my kids, they're on Xbox, they're on all that shit, but I'm not going to sue Xbox. Like, you fucked my kid up.
Right, yeah, right.
That's bullshit. Right.
I mean, these are 2 rulings within 2 days. So the question is, are we going to start to see a domino effect here?
Absolutely.
No, she's wrong. She's wrong, dude. This shit is going to get overturned so fast it'll make your head spin.
Well, I mean, again, they're going to have to. I'd like to see the evidence of the case that say, hey, look, we intentionally harmed children. I don't think they intentionally harmed them.
No,
now,
they are addictive for everybody.
It's an addictive app. And again, if you need to have a skull and a crossbone every time you log into a fucking social media app, maybe we should do that. I'm not against that. But again, I don't think they intentionally went and did that.
Here's the deal. You can put a warning up. What are they going to do? They're just going to exit out, dude. They're not even going to fucking read it.
Well, okay, now I'm going to say something, and you're going to, we're not going to get an argument about it.
You never know, Mike.
No, it's possible. It's like shitting at the door. But I'm going to say something. Why was Facebook allowed to purchase Instagram? Again, here we go. Let them all merge and shit. Right. Now we've got a big conglomerate here who's got a shitload of money. They've got a shitload of influence. And this is what the fuck happens. Now, I'm not saying that it's a direct result of that merger, but again, we have very little competition in the social media world. Yeah. I mean, I hate to tell you. I mean, I think there's only like 1 or 2 that are independent, and that's X. And then the other one is the one we take pictures and shit with. No, not Instagram. Snapchat. Oh, so they're not owned by anybody. They're their own company or whatever. But we have no competition in that space, and all the big ones are owned by the one guy. So, and again, I'm not blaming Mark Zuckerberg for this, okay? We should do a poll. Maybe we'll do it next week.
What?
Is social media worth having?
Ooh.
Is it? Let's do that.
So,
is it, and we'll debate it next week, is it
a net negative or a net positive?
Negative, net positive. Yeah, dude, it's right on the edge, dude. Right on the fucking edge, if you ask me.
Because if it's binary...
Right.
I mean, I would probably go net negative if it's just binary.
But I would also say,
but I still use it. So does that make me a hypocrite?
Well, in my personal life, we had an incident. We had a situation where we had a long lost relative, and because of Facebook, we found that long lost relative.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. And so I'm going to kind of thread the needle here on this and just say that it'd be an interesting debate you and I to have, because I don't know the answer to that.
Right.
Because now all the weirdos get together on the same block, basically. So online, and people are very fucking nasty online too.
Well, I got it. You just have 2 versions of the apps, regular and the creeps. And if you want to be molested after school, you go to the creeps one. That's and if not, then at least the creeps can hang out. And talk to each other.
but okay. So like, the little bit of social media that you've been exposed to, you got to admit, people really are fucking brave and stupid on these, apps and shit, because what they would say in public, they would absolutely not say that in public. But then when they get behind a keyboard and shit,
they're keyboard warriors, dude. Real tough guys. They got those keyboard muscles,
dude.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and again, like I said, so and everyone, because of these algorithms, right? Again, they feed themselves the fake news. They feed themselves the fucking outrage. Now, and what's sad is people don't realize that that's what's going on. Like, you're outraged by something. It's going to go, oh my God, he looked at this one thing. And so we're just going to feed him this shit over and over and over. So he'll continue to see our ads, because that's how they make their money.
Exactly.
And so, but people don't realize it. And then they get off the phone, they walk out their front door, and they think they are informed, and they simply are not. And, and again, they don't know that, again, it's like I said earlier with that stupid Facebook post, I do not allow my photo. They think if they do that shit that it's going to do something, and it doesn't. But because everyone else does it, and it's another thing too, everyone goes along with the fucking thing too, right? Oh, it's my tribe, and that's what happens with these, social media platforms, if you ask me. So, but yeah, you know what? We're going to put that down as the poll. I don't know if we're going to do it this week or next week, but we're going to have a debate about that.
Right.
We need to think about this. Okay, hold on. Here we go.
was a test case in the sense that people and attorneys were waiting to see what would happen in this case to determine how far they will move forward on other cases. So in terms of where do we go from here, very clear that Meta is going to appeal this.
Yep, so they're definitely gonna appeal it, and they always
Yeah.
do.
Well, yeah,
this is just an
absolutely.
initial ruling, like you said, Kevin. This doesn't
Right.
mean a whole lot. Okay.
And guess what? When it gets overturned, it won't be half the story. It's like it's huge now. Like, oh my god, big.
You want to take?
three.
Hey, let's take a bet. Let's take a bet right now, gentleman's bet. Here we go.
Okay.
Will it make it to the Supreme Court?
No, I think it's struck down before then, dude. These
I think it's gonna go all the way to Supreme Court.
no way. I don't see
Yeah,
it.
so it
Because
goes
first of all,
to, like,
first it goes like a 3-judge panel, and then even then if you get ruled against, then you can request. It's called an en banc panel where you get all judges. However, every state might be a little different, but say it's like a 7.
You're like Robert Shapiro, man. Wow.
Yeah, and then if that fails, then you go up to the fucking Supreme Court. But we got 2 levels before the Supreme Court, dude. I honestly, the 3-judge panel should strike this
I think
down.
it's going to go to the Supreme Court. I do, man. I think it's going to go to the Supreme Court, and I think that they're going to hear it, and it is going to be a landmark case. But, okay, I'm going to say something. Do you really think, all due respect, these guys on the Supreme Court, especially the older folks, have a fucking idea on what they're ruling on? I mean, I guess if you want to talk about like who's responsible and shit, I guess maybe that they would that they would know that, but I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I just one way, shape, or form that family's not seen a dime, dude.
So you do want to take me up on my bet?
Oh, what, that it makes the Supreme
Yep.
Court?
All right, here we go. Okay, we're gonna do the meal deal at McDonald's. If it and we'll find out probably in a year from now. Okay, hopefully we'll have a few.
Of course,
more
it's
listeners by
move
then.
slow as fuck, dude.
It's
so
going to move
maybe-
very slow, but we'll have an idea on what's going to happen with it, and if it's going to go to the Supreme Court, which I think it will. I think it's going to go to the Supreme Court. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
I think it gets struck down before then. It's such
But
bullshit.
but if Meta goes for broke on this and they lose in the Supreme Court, then that's it. The game's over. So
time's up. Over. Blah.
Time's up. Yeah, right. So okay, let's keep going.
All right, we have breaking news.
Oh, hold on, wait a minute.
Fuck
Reset.
me.
Oh, damn it.
God damn, we had some technical difficulties,
Damn it.
folks. Sorry, we had to kind of.
Damn it. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. So big change is going to come despite this just being one case with one plaintiff.
All right, so Elizabeth, let's talk about the fact that this is a separate case from the one that was decided in New Mexico yesterday. In that case, a jury decided that Meta must pay
$375 million.
Which they're not going to pay a dime of.
Yeah, right. Well, we're
these
gonna
numbers
see.
that seem funny. They say, oh my god, yeah, you got them.
And how is it? How'd they come up with that number? You know what I mean?
I think they all pulled a number out of their ass and they
Right,
added them
right.
together,
Right.
divided by pi, and that's
Right.
That's the formula.
$5 million for violating state laws and harming children's mental health.
Okay, now that's interesting. They violated state laws by hurting children's mental health.
I wonder what that law is, what those laws are, though.
Yeah, see that? I need to do a deeper dive
I
on
need
this.
some specifics.
So we don't have all the numbers from this case yet, right?
Right. The early damages were $3 million. And I do just want to tell you, Kara, I just got an update from Meta.
Let's see what they have to say.
They said, of note is that the jurors were not unanimous in this verdict and that these damages
Oh, they had a couple of Mike and Kevin's on there. Yeah,
Okay.
little nuance there.
were just $3 million. So they're actually pointing out, that this is a lot lower than what we saw yesterday in that New Mexico trial. I will say the statement from Meta reads, Kira, we respectfully disagree and they're evaluating their legal options. So as Bernard
Yeah, well, their legal options, they're going to have to appeal it, and then it's
Yeah.
going to have to go to, what'd you say, another,
Well,
isn't it like 3 and then 5? Isn't it how that
it
works?
every state might be a little different, but I only know about this from the Making a Murderer shit, like the second,
Yeah,
the
great
second
great
part
documentary
with
on
that-
Netflix.
with that
Price increase coming.
What's that lawyer chick's name? Zeller.
Yeah.
Zellner,
Yeah.
Zellner.
Zellner, yeah.
And she was talking about that, how, at least in Wisconsin, I assume all states are similar, but it goes to like a 3-judge panel first. And then if they don't fucking whatever, then it goes up to the full. And now the full, that could be, I think some states, it's like 17. It's like a lot of fucking judges. It
Right,
just depends
right.
on the state. But you get like 2 levels of appeals. And then once you exhaust all your state options, then you can go to the Supreme Court. But there's no chance the Supreme Court ever takes it up. They don't take every case that comes before them.
No. Oh, well, they will this. I'll bet you they will this.
Usually the landmark shit they do, but there's no guarantee. You have to like solicit the fucking court. I don't even know how you do that. Lawyer fucking puts in a petition. And I don't know how that process works. So whatever, but
interesting.
I don't think it makes it that
very
far.
much indicates they would go on and appeal this.
All right, so Bernard, apparently Snapchat and TikTok settled before the trial.
Get the fuck out of here. They settled?
Dumbasses.
I didn't even hear about that. Wow.
I need to start suing
TikTok
people,
and
dude.
Snapchat. Shit.
I need to start suing people, dude.
So it was Meta that kept going with it. Well, again, it's a slippery slope, and then everyone's going to start suing them and shit. I could sue them because I've been on doom scrolling for years.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
But I'm an adult, and I know I'm doom scrolling.
You're making my shits take 3 times as long because of your scrolls, God damn it.
It caused me to have a lot of, hemorrhoids going on there because I couldn't quite get all my poop out. I pooped with the door open. Can you believe it?
So was this a good move for them?
Absolutely. This is a huge win for Snapchat as well as TikTok because this verdict doesn't bind them.
Yeah, because they settled already with the.
But not okay. It's like negotiating with terrorists. I'm not comparing the people to terrorists, but I'm just saying when you give them something once, they're gonna come back, dude. So these lawyers that got the settlement from Snapchat and from whatever that other company was, you don't think they're gonna be sending out were you on Snapchat and got addicted? Then they're gonna keep coming back. You give a mouse a cookie, Mike, he's gonna want a glass of milk, dude. He's gonna come back for fucking more.
Yeah, this is true.
Already settled for an undisclosed amount. So what will happen in the future when it comes to regulations or possibly other lawsuits coming in the future is that they will be.
This lady's from like Brooklyn or something.
I was going to say, she's got a very distinct accent.
She's got a very, very thick Brooklyn accent. Well, I guess what do you call it? One of the boroughs. I don't know which borough it is, but.
Able to say like, look, we weren't held liable. We weren't in the same position as Facebook and as Instagram and as YouTube. No jury has said that in public. So
I don't know. I'm kind of bummed out about YouTube because I don't think YouTube does their algorithm quite like these other ones do. Maybe they do, and I just don't know it. I don't doom scroll fucking YouTube, so I guess I don't.
Those shorts.
I guess it's not quite me. So
the YouTube shorts got me by the balls.
Dude. Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
It got me by the balls,
right.
dude.
Yeah, right. Boom. Yeah. No, I guess you're right.
I'm hooked.
Doesn't apply to them, but we're still going to see huge differences. It's just going to be a matter of time of when it takes place, when Congress will act, when
Congress will act. This lady's funny. When Congress will act. Yeah, hey, you know what? Newsflash: take the fucking money out of Congress, and I think that this shit wouldn't be going on when Congress acts.
It's a nice take, Jenny from the block.
That is fucking funny. This lady went to college. I can't believe she said that when Congress acts, dude. Get the fuck out of here. The only time Congress acts is when money needs to be spent, and then all of a sudden they're all about it. Okay, so wow, when Congress acts. Hey, you know what? This lady should ask the TSA agents and shit how their paychecks looking if Congress has acted yet. You know what I mean? That's because that's fair. You know what I mean? Just go ahead and target one group of the federal employees.
Terrorists holding people hostages.
No shit,
what
dude.
the fuck? Why do the workers always get fucked in that?
Dude, I got a new rule. You don't get paid, nobody gets paid.
Exactly.
That's how it should fucking be. Either everyone gets paid or no one gets paid.
That would be fair.
That's how it goes.
individual states will act and what regulations they put in place.
This is not the last time we're going to be talking. I know we mentioned it, but now I see some of the numbers here. This case is the first of more than 1,500.
Ooh, 1,500. Kevin, we got to get on the list, dude. So we get a settlement,
I'm telling
dude.
you, man. Yeah.
We got to get on the list, dude. We've got to get on the fucking list.
That's why I think it was a bad idea for those Snapchat to settle, because that's not going away. You settle with this one person, then you 10,000 other people behind them with their hands out.
Right.
Gimme.
Right.
It's a bad precedent to set.
Oof, not going to end well. Won't end well for the tech companies, but maybe they need to be, again, I've said it before, maybe they need to be broken up. Maybe there needs to be put a little bit of regulation on there.
Yeah.
But when you talk about fault and shit, you got to really sell me on that.
Yeah.
So
Similar lawsuits nationwide
1,500.
to go before a jury. So clearly, it's going to set a precedent here for how tech companies are held liable for product design.
Product design. So can I sue GM because they fucking put bucket seats in their trucks? Because I prefer the bench seat myself. That's just me. So call me crazy.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I don't know. That's That's a slippery slope. Okay,
Right,
so I
right.
don't-
Well, we're
I don't
gonna.
like it.
Well, like I said, we're definitely going to do a poll on has social media contributed? Has it been a net positive or a net negative? Okay, and should we do a 3 question, or do you think it should be an up or down?
I like the up and down so that there's no bullshit.
So there's only 2 questions.
There's a binary. One, it's this or it's that.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think I'm going to do that, but we'll get some more facts and data and shit together. Okay. Now, last week we covered Justin Timberlake. Okay, Kevin's favorite singer from NSYNC. Okay, and
He single-handedly brought sexy back.
he did. No, he really did. Now, we want to come back out and give a little update about our position here, Kevin, and I'll speak for both of you and I. $250,000. Okay, you can hire Kevin and I. Okay, each. We will stay in the guest house and we will drive you anywhere you want to go. Matter of fact,
We're basically your bitch.
Right, we'll let you use our Costco membership if you'd like. Okay, you can use our Costco memberships. Okay, whenever you want. Okay, I know
you want
you're
us
not
to run out
supposed to.
late night to Taco Bell.
Exactly.
We got
yes,
you. Dude.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Just don't order 3 meals. Okay, it's 30. It's $37.
He's good for it.
Okay,
He's good for it.
I certainly would do that for that amount of money, no problem. Now, having said that, Kevin, you're not gonna believe. Can you believe another celebrity got another fucking DUI? Can you believe that?
No, get the fuck out,
dude. And you're not gonna believe this. You just take a guess who it is? It's out of Florida.
Ooh. I'm getting like Tiger Woods vibes. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Ding 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 ding.
Oh,
Ba,
shit.
ba, 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 ba. Go, come on down. Yep. That is what happened.
Wow.
Tiger Woods got busted for DUI. Now, he was not under the influence of what Justin was under. Unfortunately, he was under some kind of and this is allegedly some kind of a narco of some kind.
Pain pills or something?
Did not work out well for him. So we're going to play the clip and we'll give our take on it here. And here we go.
Boom.
The newly released video shows Tiger Woods performing a series of sobriety tests.
And I'll tell you, watching the video, Kevin, he is sweating his ass off
Yeah,
down there
I
in
see
Florida,
the
dude.
video, too.
Damn, dude. Oh,
I mean, it is Florida.
God.
It's probably humid as shit.
I know, dude, but shit, dude.
And he's
I
probably
love
nervous.
Florida. I love Florida, but damn, man, is it hot?
Yeah.
Shit, dude. He looks like he's just miserable out there. So he's doing the what do you do? The walk of shame and shit. Yeah, the field sobriety test and shit. Damn.
Perfect.
And the moment deputies handcuff him,
So at this time, if you believe your normal faculties are impaired, okay, and you're under the unknown substance, okay, so at this time you're under arrest for DUI, yes, sir.
Yeah, unknown substance. Now, he ended up admitting that it was narcos and shit in his pocket. He had 2 pills in his pocket that he alleged that were narcos. Now, Kevin, isn't there a deal about having medicine and shit on you?
Oh, I don't know. Is there?
I think you got to have it in a container. I don't think you can just have it loose, right?
Okay.
Am I right about that?
I don't know. You know what? That's again, any legal eagles out there, let us know. I don't know. Is that a thing? I never heard that.
I think it's got to be in a container. I think with your name and shit on it and what it is. I think
Was his shit like loose in the car?
it was loose in his pocket.
Oh, fuck. There's
Not
your
good.
problem. Okay.
allegedly finding 2 opioid pills in his pocket.
That's a narco. Narco? Yep.
Yeah, he came out clean and said it was a narco. So
Okay.
Tonight, Florida's Martin County Sheriff releasing hours of footage from the star golfer's DUI arrest.
This is fun.
I'm still sweating. Well, he's sweating his ass off in the back seat of the car, but there's a part in here where he name drops. I'm not going to tell you who he's going to name drop here. You're going to have to take a guess on who it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, not a good day for Tiger. Tiger, hire us, dude. We'll come out, dude.
You know what, dude? I do feel bad for Tiger. I mean,
I do too.
He's still obviously hugely successful, but even at that, it's still one of the biggest what ifs. Everyone thought he would blow past what do they call them? Majors wins.
Yeah.
He would pass Jack, which I think he's still in the lead. He's like 14 majors,
I think so.
or something. And Tiger's whatever, or maybe whatever. Tiger. But early on, he was just fucking crushing these majors. Like he was gonna like blow. He was gonna get 20.
Early 2000s, it was all Tiger all the time.
And then it was like injuries, and then now because of injuries, it's the pills, and it's just sad, dude.
Yeah, I think he's had like over 10 surgeries on his leg alone, which is just crazy, dude. He's so talented, and he's a nice guy. When they interview him and shit. By the way, I don't care if he's a nice guy or not. DUI is DUI, but
No, yeah. Although this one is different. This isn't like alcohol. Like I was actually just thinking as the story was playing. Now I know this isn't like what happened, but like say they pull you over and you're just like tired. Like you're not on anything. You're just sleepy. Is that the same thing? Are you still driving?
Yeah, because on the pill bottle it says may cause drowsiness. Do not operate heavy machinery.
No, I'm not even okay. I'm saying, what if like a Joe Blow, not Tiger Woods, anyone's in their car and they're swerving, they're hitting the rumble strip, and they get pulled over. Hey, what's going on? And you're just tired, not from taking like any pill. I wonder, would you still like?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they'd fuck with you if you were pulled over. You know what I mean? But now if you get pulled over, if you get pulled over and you roll the window down and they get a big whiff of alcohol, right? Yeah, good question.
But no, I'm just saying if you're like legitimately just tired, because I just want to like, because when I hear under the influence, we all assume alcohol,
right? Yeah, right.
But
right.
like in this case, he was under the influence of the narco or whatever that makes him fucking drowsy. But the thought just popped in my head, like, what if you're just driving tired?
Yeah, I don't think you can. Shit? Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Would it still be under the influence? Would they make you like sleep it off for like 5
impaired?
hours?
That would be impaired. Wouldn't be under the influence.
Here he describes the moment he hit a truck's trailer.
Looked down my phone, and all of a sudden, boom.
Then there's an apparent phone call with President Trump.
Thank you so much. All right, you got it. All right, thank you.
I mean,
name drop.
If you're gonna name drop someone, you go with the prez, dude.
Right.
You drop the fucking president.
You know you made it in life when you have the president on speed
you got
dial. You know,
fucking whoever the president is. Doesn't matter that it's Donald, but you call the president of the United States. That is pretty good.
Cool. That's pretty. And there is a little side note to this. He's also with Don Jr.'s ex-wife and shit. He's dating her, so that's why probably why they're close or whatever.
Right.
Well, you know, plus he probably golfs with them and all that.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure.
You know, so
for sure.
Just keep you down here with us, please.
Yeah, I was just talking to the president.
Yeah, just talking to the president. Oh, you were? Oh, okay.
That is.
He just shakes his head.
He just slid that in there so casual.
Oh yeah.
No, I was just talking to the president. I'm
okay.
sorry.
Oh, okay.
That's my bad. Like
no,
wow.
no bubbles, no troubles, man. No problems.
That's awesome.
Wow.
During those field sobriety tests, at times he struggles with the deputy's instructions.
Try not to move your head, okay?
You have the hiccups.
Earlier, Woods' manager.
Now that is significant because I found out hiccups and shit with that. Okay, so these muscle relaxers that he's taking, these narcos, because it relaxes your diaphragm and shit in your chest, it causes hiccups. That's kind of like a known, I don't know, sign that you're taking some kind of a narco or something like that.
Well, Mike, 2 weeks ago, I had the hiccups and I wasn't on narcos.
No.
What are you trying to say, dude?
No. Well, no.
You besmirching me, dude?
Yeah, no, but I think they put two and two together. They found it in his pocket, and he's got the
Right.
hiccups. You know, not good. Not
For
a good
sure.
situation. But again, if you would have called the Kevin and Mike car service,
Exactly,
this
dude.
shit wouldn't be going on right now.
Right.
Okay, we'd have the lifted Tahoe and shit with the blacked out windows and shit. But
Dude,
now,
I got our motto, dude. $500,000 saves you millions.
right? Yeah, right. I'll tell you what, $500,000. Okay, $250 each, and you know what? I'll throw in lunch every once in a while. We can swing by McDonald's and shit. You know who I got in a cart? You know, so
That's right,
yeah,
dude.
so.
Asked investigators for help retrieving the star golfer's clubs, including his priceless putter.
I've won 14 majors with it.
I wish I had something where I could say I won 14 majors with that putter.
You can be like, I won the 6-year safety award.
I wonder if I have anything like that. 6-year safety award.
I got a fucking what's that thing called? The solo stove.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah,
Get
right.
my solo stove.
Yeah,
6
right.
years safe. What the fuck?
Right.
God damn it.
Well, I don't think I have anything where I'm like, you know what? I've done it. I've done it well. I don't want to get too personal. But
right.
I had 3 kids with that thing, you know. So 2. Sorry, 2 that I know about. Sorry, 2 that I know about. Sorry about
That's
that.
a Freudian
Oh
slip.
shit.
Golfing in the Masters this year? Hoping to. Depends on y'all. Yeah. Don't depend on me.
Yeah, like so you're gonna try to guilt these cops and let them play in the Masters? Okay, yeah. Sorry, Tiger. I don't think they're gonna be doing that. Florida, I'll tell you what. I've been to Florida dozens and dozens of times. The police there do not fuck around.
Right.
They just don't. Matter of fact, I wish Grady Judd would run for Senate or something like that, or even president. I'd vote for him, quite frankly, because
He's America's sheriff.
He really is. No, yeah, definitely. You know, so
he's one that reminds criminals all the time. This is a Second Amendment state, dude.
Yeah, right.
You get shot in someone's house. Good. Fuck you.
It's good for carpeting, I think is what he said. You're gonna have the carpet replaced.
I love that guy.
First responders later smashing his SUV's window to retrieve that putter. Woods' manager showing it off.
That's a piece of history.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't mind doing that. Like as like someone bashing somebody's fucking window. How cool is that?
Yeah.
You're getting permission to do damage to someone's vehicle. I think
And
it's kind of
retrieve
fun.
his putter, dude.
Yeah, let me get your putter, dude. You
That's
know,
pretty cool.
Let me get your stick.
Right there, huh?
Once handcuffed in the back of a squad car, Woods yawns, closing his eyes. He's since pleaded not guilty and said he's stepping away for treatment.
I hope he gets help, man.
Yeah.
I hope he gets help because can't be doing that. Can't be doing
No,
that.
you gotta be smart, dude.
And a lot of people are. This is like second or third time with this kind of shit with DUIs and all that. And so I hope he gets help because he it's worth it. It's worth for him to get the treatment they need. But dude, I'm gonna say something, and I'm not dismissing it, but he is an athlete. He's obviously in a lot of fucking pain taking these. You know what I mean? He's dealing with a lot of shit. He's an older guy. He's coming to the tail end of his career, probably tail end of his career.
Yeah.
And this is where he's at now, and I hope he gets treatment because he's a legend and he's a really nice guy. He spends like $10 million a year in I don't know what you call it, charity, yeah, for like underprivileged youth and
that's
shit
cool,
like that.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think he's a
Nice.
good guy. He's got some shit going on, and we all have shit that goes on from time to time that we got to take care of. So
And we're not
hopefully he
all
takes care of it.
famous, so no one
Nope.
give a shit
Nope.
if it
Nope.
happens to us.
Nope.
So that's the good and the bad with celebrity.
Right.
Is it's cool. I mean,
Right.
everyone says they want to be rich and famous,
Right.
but like you are under a fucking microscope. It's
all
like
the time.
I'm
All the time.
rewatching. Speaking of Netflix, I'm rewatching The Last Dance on Netflix.
So good.
I loved it,
So
dude.
good.
I forgot so much about it, but there's a part in there, where they talk about where the one guy was running for Senate in North Carolina, the Democrat, and his mom wanted him to like say something, and people want him to vouch for him, and he famously said, "Well, Republicans buy sneakers too."
They sure do.
And that's one thing I respect about Michael. He wasn't really political, but I had a point in that show though. It came out like later on when they were like going into like the '98 playoffs.
Yeah, the last one.
The last one, or maybe it was '97, whatever. Where game one, no, I think it was '98 because it was game one against like the Nets or something. Where the Bulls they lost, and the Bulls were the 1 seed, the Nets were the 8 seed, and then it was reported that he was in the casino until like 2 in the morning.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
And it's like there was a line in there. It's like, well, they build you up just to tear you down, dude.
It's true.
That's so true.
It's true, dude.
We
It's
love
true.
our heroes, and we can't fucking wait to. Oh, I got him! Look at this guy. He's
right.
just like me. He's a piece of shit. Tear him down.
Yep.
And it's like, what the fuck?
Well,
dude?
look, I'm not going to go out of my way to defend him, but if you look at when Donald Trump was on The View before he was president, they loved him. And now
oh yeah,
he's
that's
just
the
a total
biggest fucking scam
yeah,
job.
so
The bait and switch.
I-
Dan Bongino calls it the dipsy do flipperoo, dude. Where you were going one way and then boop, you just go fucking pivot.
Well, I mean,
He's cool when he's
that's
just
that's like that in media period, but like in that particular case, when you see the way that they talk about him now, and again, he in that job, you're going to get criticized. Donald don't like being criticized.
Yeah, but this
whatever
is
the case,
like
but it's way over the
another
top. And
level.
again, this is a guy who also donated to a lot of their causes and shit. And Jennifer Hudson, I think Donald put her up in Trump Tower in our neck of the woods and shit after her family got killed and all that.
right.
But people don't remember that. But anyway,
No, but wait, he's a raging racist. Why would he do that?
Hey man.
I thought he was like literally Hitler.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he gets treated fairly in the media, but that's just my opinion. Okay, and again, I'm not going to defend him because when he makes a mistake and he does shit I don't like, I call it out. Okay, and again, middle of the road, folks. I do not want to get deep into
Listen,
politics.
I'll tell you right now, I was a Trump. I am still a Trump supporter, but I do not like what's going on right now with
Yep.
this shit in Iran.
Yep.
And I think that's okay. If you agree with a politician 100% of the time, you're a psychopath, dude. That's fucking insane.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that you have an opinion?
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here. Who are you to have an opinion, dude?
No,
Holy
but this shit is going on in Iran now. I mean, he's just openly tweeting about committing war crimes. It's fucking insane.
Well,
apparently Tuesday is power plant day. I don't know if you saw his latest tweet.
I saw that. I think, I was
Tuesday is power plant
I thought
day.
Tuesday was leg day, but
I mean, what a fucking.
I
He better be bluffing, dude, because that's like literally a war crime. But we're getting off on a tangent. I'm sorry.
Again, Kevin, this show is what? Middle of the road.
Should
I don't
be
wanna
middle of the
get
road.
middle
Common
of the
sense.
road, okay, I'm an independent. Wear that very proudly.
Dude, here's the thing. I don't know what I am. I was a 90s Democrat, but now they went so far. They took a hard left somewhere, dude. They're way. Like,
Yeah, I'm a fan of Rahm Emanuel. I'm gonna try to get him on the show. See if he'll come on the show. He lives here around our neck of the woods. See if he won't come on. You might be surprised. You might be surprised.
With
man.
like 12 viewers, dude. He's not gonna.
I know that. But you know what?
We don't exactly move the needle. All due respect to us.
I know that. But again, we're nobodies. Okay, what did you say last week?
We have to work up to be nobodies.
Yeah,
we're below nobodies.
Hey, dude, yeah, again, you know what? Wayne Gretzky said it best. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, buddy. Okay, so there you go. So, so last week we talked about the plane crash that happened a couple weeks ago during the shutdown for the TSA members. Now, we're going to cover this. There is a longer clip that'll give all the audio, but I'll give the audience the backstory. So in LaGuardia, there's a couple of, there's several airports around New York City. One of them is LaGuardia. It's one of the older airports, one of the smaller airports. Now, in this particular case, they were responding to emergency crews were responding to smoke in the cabin on another plane.
Was it like Snoop Dogg the pilot?
This is not the plane. Well, I don't know what happened.
Was it Soul Plane?
Someone was smoking in the non-smoking section of the plane, I believe.
Isn't it crazy? You used to be able to smoke on airplanes.
Dude, you can do all kinds of shit in the airplane.
That's fucking crazy.
The meals they were having were unbelievable. And that was like the middle class. That wasn't even the upper class.
First of all, the whole idea of smoking and non-smoking, I'm like, oh, do you have two different air systems? It's the same air, dumbass. Like,
there was a comedian, he goes, you're in a tube. You're in a big fucking tube going down.
Exactly.
But anyway, so there was a plane that had an emergency that they requested a fire truck to come out and to investigate and all that. Now, the accident occurred. When that was done, the fire truck got permission to cross the runway, and unfortunately, the air traffic controller made a mistake, honest mistake, and it cost the lives of two of the pilots of the plane, Air Canada plane, smaller plane. But you know what? God bless those guys, because those guys put those brakes on to where it was just them that got, unfortunately, that died. So. But we're going to get into a discussion about this. But let's go and play the clip, and then we'll keep going here.
Now to the deadly crash on the runway at LaGuardia Airport. An Air Canada regional jet hit a Port Authority fire truck last night, crushing the nose of the aircraft. The pilot and the co-pilot were killed in this. ABC's Hannah Battah has the details.
Overnight, New York's LaGuardia Airport closed after an Air Canada Express.
It's sad, man.
Yeah.
Flight collided with a fire truck on the tarmac.
But there's probably 200 police officers and emergency response vehicles in that.
Yeah, if you see the front end of that plane, it's totally obliterated. So,
plane is suspended on top of a vehicle.
41 passengers and crew were transported to the hospital as well.
Those guys saved 41 souls, man. That's what happened. 41 souls. Now, they're going to play the audio here of this collision here, and you can tell that the air traffic controller is pretty shook up because he made a mistake. And again, it was an honest mistake, so I hope they don't throw him under the bus.
As the ARF officers. Sadly, the two pilots are confirmed deceased.
Stop truck one. Stop. Stop truck one. Stop.
Air traffic.
That beeping you're hearing is the avoidance collision system, I believe, in the tower. Letting them know that there's two, I don't know what you want to call it, two vehicles that are getting too close to each other. That's what you're hearing, that beeping noise. Kevin, is this why you don't fly?
That's one of the reasons why I don't fly. I don't do cruises. I feel confident on land. I like being on land. Call me crazy.
You know what? And every time this happens and shit, I'm like, I'm getting further and further away from getting Kevin on a fucking plane. Every time.
No, every time it happens to me, I spike the football. I do a little celebration in the end zone.
You do. You're like the commercial with the guy with the gold cuts. Get the gold cuts. Yeah, that's basically every time something like this happens.
Traffic data shows Air Canada flight 8646 from Montreal landed at LaGuardia at 11:40 p.m. Sometime shortly after touching down, the plane collided nose first with a fire truck.
Yeah, they're not telling you that it was. That's after that fire truck had responded to an emergency previously. So.
646, I see you collide with a vehicle there. Just hold position. I know you can't move. The vehicles are responding to you now.
Images show the plane's nose destroyed. The entire plane tilted up into the air. LaGuardia closing down immediately. The FAA.
Yeah, so this all was going on when air traffic was backed up like a motherfucker, and they're trying to get all these people out of there. And this is what happens. You know who I blame? Federal government for this one. This is
Yeah.
strictly on them because you know what? This guy shouldn't have been under that kind of stress. And you know what? These air traffic controllers, they have so much to do every single day. It's unbelievable that happens every day and nothing happens. So here's something happened. And by the way, no paycheck, okay, for the TSA guys.
Are they still
right?
affected though?
No. The TSA guys weren't getting any paychecks,
Right.
but a lot of them were calling off because they weren't going to fucking work for free,
Right.
which I don't blame them. So
Yeah.
now you've got a ton of passengers backed up. So now the air traffic controllers
Right.
trying to get these people out, and about, and this is what the fuck happens.
Issuing a ground stop for all planes headed to the airport.
Del 2603, go around. Runway heading 2000.
Air traffic controllers scrambling to divert other planes.
LaGuardia Airport is closed at this time. No.
Yeah, they closed the airport because it was stuck on the runway. It happened right on the runway.
Oh.
Aircraft in or out.
Moments before the incident, the truck could be heard asking controllers for permission to cross a runway. A controller apparently giving permission.
Truck 1 and Company LaGuardia Tower requesting to cross 4 at Delta.
Okay, you're going to hear it when he's telling them to stop. The air traffic controller's telling the fire truck to stop because he gave him the clearance to go. And then he realized, oh shit, there's a plane coming.
Truck 1 and Company, cross 4 at Delta.
Truck 1 and Company crossing 4 at Delta.
A controller later saying this to another pilot.
We were dealing with an emergency earlier. I messed up.
Hannah Battah, ABC News.
I messed up.
Oh,
Yeah, it's sad
geez.
shit, dude. Sad shit. Well, again, shouldn't have happened because they should not have been under that kind of pressure, existential pressure from getting these people moving.
Is there only like one air traffic controller like on duty at a
No,
time?
I think there's a couple of them, but I think they take sections of the incoming and the outgoing air traffic. I think, but we live close to one of the largest airports in America, so I don't know how many are up there. But again,
That's one thing where like, you think AI could help with that? Like,
well,
track and everything?
I don't know. AI is so weird. So over the weekend, I was talking to a friend of me and yours, and I was on the phone with him, and I remember Charlton Heston being in Tombstone. Now I asked it if it was Tombstone that Charlton Heston was in, and ChatGPT came and said he was not. And I'm like, well, shit, was it Unforgiven, right? Because I'm thinking maybe I'm messed up now, right?
Yeah.
No, it was Tombstone the whole time. So so it just bullshitted me. So I don't know if we really want AI to bring these planes in because it may not.
That's a good point.
And again, here's the problem is when it does fuck up, it'll be a big fuck up. It won't be a little regional jet. It'll be a 747 jumbo.
I guess I'm not saying for AI to fully take over, but like maybe AI, knows what's going on, and it's like, this is what I would do, and then a human could like, okay, yeah, that's good. No, we're gonna move that. Yeah, I guess we could do that. I'm just saying that to lighten the load, dude, because
maybe
these people are under
maybe
a fucking shit ton of pressure.
Yeah, all the time, all the time.
And like you said, if under so much pressure, everything goes perfect, you never hear about it. No, but one fucking puck slips past the goalie, boom,
right, boom.
Then it is a matter of life and
there's
death.
trouble. Yeah, there's
and that
trouble.
guy's probably gonna fucking beat himself up. Like,
yeah, he's got to live with that. Yeah, and it's not fair to him because again, he shouldn't have been under all that pressure anyway. And this is we've had a lot of close calls, okay, and and those get reported. It's called a near miss and shit, but unfortunately,
fuck you, that's a near hit.
But unfortunately, though, with this, these two pilots died, and again, God bless them because they did the ultimate sacrifice for those passengers because they could have tried throttling out of it, but they couldn't have made it. You know what I mean? To like get the nose up and all that, and
rip the fuel tank or some shit or whatever the fuck.
Sad shit, dude. Sad shit.
So the firefighters were okay though.
Firefighters were okay because it actually hit like the tank of the fire truck, like right in the middle of the fire truck.
Okay.
So those guys were all okay. So
damn,
sad shit.
That's terrible, dude.
But anyway, okay. So I think we're gonna try to cut this up into 2 parts, but we'll see. But I'll put the poll up, and we'll do a little more research about that. And Kevin and I should be off next Monday, but I don't know. We're gonna see if we can cram in another episode here. It's already 11 o'clock. Kevin, you got anything you want to say to listeners before we go?
Thanks for being listeners. Make sure you follow us so you get notified whenever episodes come out. And feel free to share it around. If you got a friend or a spouse or kid, whatever, that's, whatever, an adult child or whatever. Don't send it to like a 6-year-old. We do curse and stuff.
Well, let's hope they're not lying on the algorithm. Okay, so
that's true, right? They better
thing,
have some bullshit account.
Right.
I'm 18, but they're
Right.
like 7.
Right.
But no, just thanks for listening. We appreciate it, and hopefully we can just grow together and
That'd be a lot of fun.
Hang in there with us.
It'll be a lot of fun. Hope you guys are entertained. So, okay, well, we'll see you guys next week. Have a good week, and we'll talk to you later.
Adios.
Bye-bye.